The 2024 ad war well underway, and we've seen some stunners and some stinkers. Each week of the campaign, we're going to dissect them, Republican and Democrat, and issue our own angle report cards. Joining me now, Terry Schilling, president of the American Principles Project. Terry, good to see you tonight. Let's start with a very emotional ad from Trump.
Vice President Harris.
You have 13 families who have been waiting over 3 years to so much as get a phone call.
President Trump has called. President Trump shows up.
President Trump has been there for us. He's been a rock for us.
Terry, how do you grade it?
A+, Laura. Listen, this ad is incredibly powerful, very credible voices in that ad. Don't pick on grandmas and definitely don't pick on Gold Star families. I give it an A+.
That was a really dumb move. Whoever suggested, because nothing is Kamala's idea. So someone actually told her to post that dumb comment she made about Trump at Arlington. And talk about blowback. I mean, at least we know Trump writes his own tweets, okay? Terry, Kamala is also leaning in, as they say, on being a tough gal. Check it out.
The one thing Kamala Harris has always been: fearless. As a prosecutor, she put murderers and abusers behind bars. As vice president, she took on the big drug companies. Kamala Harris has always known who she represents.
She's known who she is as she flip-flops on every issue. Terry, your grade.
So I gave it a B, and that's because I think it's an effective message. It addresses things that voters are really concerned about, but it's a half-truth. I mean, it's so full of garbage. It's all just lies, but it is an effective message.
Yeah, I mean, she has to say something. I mean, with the border crush as it is, with the criminality coming across the border, I mean, what is she going to say? I mean, she can't really defend that, so she has to say, well, I was tough on all these other things. All right, Virginia Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, I always forget the Sears, launched her own campaign for governor, and this ad is different, I think, from what we've typically seen. Watch.
More than 60 years ago, a man came to America with $1.75 in his pocket and a dream of a better life.
His dream was my beginning. Like my father, I never backed down from a fight.
Terry, I mean, Kamala tries to tell her own story, her own narrative, and the press cheers that. They think it's great. But what do you think of this? Republican.
I gave this ad an A. I think this is the perfect way to introduce yourself to voters. And she did one thing that Kamala's not able to do, which is talk about continuing the legacy of Glenn Youngkin and the record that he has. It contrasts herself with the Democrats and their agenda and says she wants to continue what Glenn Youngkin's been doing there. I give it an A.
Yeah, people forget that the governorship in Virginia is only one term, and it's an off-year election. It always puts that governor in kind of a tough spot politically. But I like the fact that, I mean, she had actors do that. But, you know, politics is about charisma and personal narrative married to substance. The problem with Kamala is she sells the personal narrative and the recipes and the Spotify playlists. But that works, I guess, in like morning local television, but it doesn't seem to really work politically. Terry, it's great to see you as always. Thank you for helping us tonight.